Alright, so Alexei Navalny died. Oh my god, who the hell cares? Let's explore. Hello everyone and welcome to the Freedom Alternative. Alright, so quick video here as I'm preparing some surprises for y'all, but I just couldn't miss this one. So, at the end of a long train ride yesterday, or I guess the day before yesterday as you're watching this, I'm like, oh my goodness, it's been 16 hours without reading the news? That's terrible, so let's read the news, because I'm quite literally a news junkie. And the breaking news was that Alexei Navalny had kicked the bucket, and my genuine reaction was, молодец, земле ему бетоном. But then I go to the cesspool called X, formerly known as Twitter, and I see all sorts of Western simps writing all sorts of eulogies that to me sounded like they were written about someone else. Navalny as a defender or proponent of democracy in Russia? Are you all out of your fucking minds? This is the guy we're talking about.
Моим сторонникам, которые удивлены, я хочу сказать вещь, что удивляться не нужно. Я 4-й год подряд хожу на русский марш. Им стоит бояться! Им стоит бояться! Да! Кавказ соси! Кавказ соси! Москва и Кавказ! Аллах, пидорас! Уходите отсюда! Для русских Москва для москвичей! Русские вперед! Русские вперед! Русские вперед! Совершенно нормально и уместно. И ничего опасного в этом мероприятии я не вижу.
Yeah, great democracy there, товарищ. Navalny supported the invasion of Georgia, the annexation of Crimea, the Chechen wars, and was a very good buddy of the whole National Bolshevik Party and crowd. The fact that he was killed by an even bigger bully, that would be Vladimir Vladimirovich, is just part and parcel of just how Russia functions. As I usually say, nothing serious, just that place. But on a more deeper level, and here I refer to the people who understand a bit more than CNN headlines, there is this reluctance to be at least somewhat upfront about things. Like, for instance, Alexei Navalny was the bet of BND primarily. The United States didn't disagree necessarily, but wasn't a big fan either. So you could say, yes, he was a son of a bitch, but he was our son of a bitch. Now that would be an honest take, and an understandable one as well. We worked with really messed up people before, so this would be nothing new. I also get the pragmatic argument that Navalny's NPCs are radicalized against Volodya and they can be useful. Sure, then make that argument. It's a very legitimate point. But the eulogies about how Russia is now a darker place because this violent fascist got killed by another violent fascist, no, I'm sorry. That's just too much and there's no way I can stomach that. Now, to be fair to Navalny, or I guess Navalny's memory, he had his Giga Chad moments as well, like in this video where he advocates for more gun rights.
Здравствуйте! Сегодня мы поговорим о борьбе с насекомыми. Никто из нас не застрахован от того, что в наш дом заползет таракан. Фу, ну или в форточку залетит муха. Все мы знаем, что от мух отлично помогает мухобойка, а от тараканов – тапка. Но что делать, если таракан окажется слишком велик, а муха не в меру агрессивна? Ну а в этом случае я рекомендую пистолет.
Now some people got butthurt by this video as well, but I thought it was hilarious. Anyway, long story short, what I want to hear the most right now is a long format interview with Dasha Navalnaya. I mean, Alexei got back to Moscow knowing that this might happen, while his daughter is set for life, and so is his wife. Well, it's either that, or you can try to convince me that Dasha Navalnaya got into Stanford thanks to her extraordinary skills, as President Biden likes to say.
Come on, man.
In the meantime, I saw that Yulia Navalnaya came out with a threatening statement at the Munich Security Conference. Take a look.
Но если это правда, я хочу, чтобы Путин, все его окружение, путинские друзья и правительство знали, что они понесут за то, что они сделали с нашей страной, с моей семьей и с моим мужем ответственность. И этот день наступит очень скоро. И я хочу призвать все мировое сообщество, всех находящихся в этом зале, людей во всем мире, чтобы мы вместе сплотились и победили это зло, победили ужасающий режим, который сейчас в России. И этот режим и Владимир Путин должны понести персональную ответственность за все те ужасные вещи, которые они делают с моей страной, с нашей страной России в последние годы. Спасибо большое.
Now that's interesting. Her husband has literally rotten in jail, and she held speeches at the Munich Security Conference, and his daughter is at Stanford. And 5 months ago, the whole Navalny family was doing selfies and rubbing shoulders with all of the good world, while Alexei was still being tormented. She had less harsh words to say about Volodya then, 5 months ago. This is also a tale of a man taking the hit for the benefit of women, and you will excuse me if I don't believe they deserved it. Still, I want to hear Dasha Navalnaya. She was LARPing as a witness and freedom fighter at a TED conference just 5 months ago, so she loves the limelight for sure. Now, in the meantime, what can I say? I don't particularly care that Alexei Navalny died. The only thing I regret is that Putin is still alive. Or is he? We don't even know that for sure. But Russia and the world at large are just not worse off without Navalny. And everyone knows it. It's just that some are paid to pretend that's not the case. I just happen to refuse to participate in revising pan-Slavist imperialists just because at some point 14 years ago they slightly disagreed with another pan-Slavist imperialist. I also happen to refuse to subscribe to the ideology that one should not speak ill of the dead. No, not all deaths are created equal, and some deaths are in fact a good thing. What's hilarious, however, is the Russian copium. I mean, Vyacheslav Volodin, the president of the Duma, which I guess as a position would be sort of the equivalent of the Speaker of the House, unironically claimed that Brussels and Washington killed Navalny. I mean, imagine thinking the CIA is so competent. Oh, ain't that cute? But if we really have to pick a Russian citizen that we like, how about we pick this lady?
Ненависти. Хватит этого всего. Он убил детей Украины. Сколько наших солдат погибло, сколько украинских врут. Больше 300 тысяч наших солдат убили. Ему не жалко. Они крови не боятся. Они не воюют сами. Они наживаются на этой войне. Сколько появилось, скажите, пожалуйста, миллиардеров за эту войну. Он предатель нашей страны, предатель, Путин. Из людей делает холопов. И вся у него нелегитимная власть. Его никто не избирал. И этих, я их считаю нелюдями. Это не...
At least this lady isn't bloodthirsty, unlike Navalny and Volodya. But yeah, other than the Russian copium, this story is weak, so I'll stop here. Who knows, maybe I get to eat part of these words if the death of Navalny actually does trigger a serious riot. But I doubt. Knowing what I know about the Russian people, I doubt this will happen. Yeah, sure, there will be some flare-up of protests here and there, nothing serious, just that place. And with that being said, Send me to the cartels, and I will see you all soon on the Freedom Alternative.